This one is we've been avoiding it. I've been seeing it float in the, how can I say, the atmosphere in the internet. Some people don't want to have this conversation. Some people feel like this conversation is unnecessary. And some people's feelings might get hurt, but it needs to be done. And I feel like it would be interesting if we spoke about it. Neymar or Di Maria? If you would become a baller today and they'd be like, we're gonna give you, like, we're gonna grant you one wish. Whose career would you want to have? Between Neymar, Di Maria, who's better?
Hmm.
It's so layered. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it.
Dog, I think this conversation is a lot closer than people think. But at the same
Mm.
time, like I also think there's a clear winner, but it's also closer than a lot of people think. Like it makes so much sense to compare these two. Both of them played in La Liga. Both of them played for PSG.
Uh,
Um, on a national level, they were rivals, Brazil, Argentina. It
Big
just
time
it makes
rivals.
sense to to compare them. And yeah, this is a tough one, man. Especially because like these are two of my favorite players ever, bro. It's a tough one.
Big time. One of my favorite players just to watch. I won't even lie to you. I was surprised when you brought it up. And the more you spoke about it, I was like, okay, maybe it's worth the conversation. Di Maria or Neymar. Because in my head, I was like, come on now. I love Di Maria. It's one of my favorites, but I was like, nah, it's Neymar though. It's Neymar though. So
It's
talk to
them
me.
exactly.
How 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 close is it? How close is it? I was thinking about it and I was like, okay, maybe it's closer than that. I want to admit.
Dog, if I think if you take in stats, like let's take stats out the way, dog, completely out the way.
Yeah,
Stats completely out the way. I think player for player, bro. Individual talent, Neymar is above Di Maria, and that's not even to be contested, bro. I think just individual talent, Neymar is so far above Di Maria, and
yeah, that was
like I think we can agree on that. We can agree 100% on that. Neymar is the
because
better
yeah,
player.
we're gonna start off agreeing. We have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Neymar is the better player. But when you start digging in and diving into it and like looking at it, man, from my
Come on.
perspective, just like looking at it, man, I think I would say Di Maria has had a better career than Neymar, 100%.
Jeez.
I think he's had a better career than Neymar. Di Maria has never been a Ballon d'Or contender, but at the same time, like he doesn't need to be a Ballon d'Or contender. Like he's proved his game in so much competition, bro. I think Di Maria is the definition of a big game player, dog. I've never seen
Thousand.
Neymar
Easy.
step up in a game the way Di Maria did, to be honest.
Did and
He
does.
steps up everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
That's where when I started speaking about it and thinking about it and started winning me over, where I'm like, okay, cool. When it matters the most, who would you want in your team? Final, semi-final, big game, who would you want in your team? And my mind just as much as Neymar's good, I'm like, I would have Di Maria.
What
I know.
you
Like I
know?
know what Di Maria brings.
That's a crazy take, dog. Who would you have in a big game? Neymar or Di Maria? And I think we can both agree which we could both go in a Di Maria.
And that is crazy to even say that's even a sentence. But if you think about it and you just look at it and look at the facts and be like, yo, Di Maria, he did it even in Argentina. Like Argentina, look, it's a final. I don't know. Did he play a game before the final? A semi? Did he play in the semis? Did he play in the
And
round of
he was
16?
injured in the semis.
Did he
He was
play?
injured in the
How many games
semis.
did he play in a round of 16? How many games did he play in
He
the
he
group stages?
he played everything besides the semifinals.
Look, man, he was low-key man of the match, man. I'm not even gonna
Low key.
lie. He's that
Low key, dog.
influential.
He's
Influential.
that guy. He's
My
that
my
guy.
memory is messing me up, TG. I don't think he was in the group stages, man. I don't think I saw
Nah,
Di Maria in the group stages. I don't remember him in the
he was,
group
bro.
stages.
Di Maria got injured and he missed the quarterfinals and round of 16. And in the final, he wasn't 100% fit.
So he also popped up in the semis.
Nah, he wasn't in the semis, bro. Quarters
So
and semis, he didn't play at all.
So okay, cool, okay, cool, cool. Oh my gosh, the storyline in my head, I was like, listen, this man got injured against after the Saudi game. I don't know what Argentina played. In my head, he got injured last game in the group stages, then came back in the final. That's the storyline I was about to go. That's the narrative
Yeah,
I was about to push crazy. But dog, listen, he won Real Madrid UEFA Champions League. I don't think Neymar can say that.
100,
I don't think Neymar can have that in his belt. Messi knows how important it is in Argentina
100,
in that
100,
Copa situation. Real Madrid can the two goats can look at this guy and be like, hey, that guy there won me the biggest trophy. That is
100.
insane to say. That guy there, that number 22, to you, you might know him as number 7, won me the biggest trophy. He stepped up. He was the he he's that guy, Di Maria, man.
Nah, he's that guy, man. He's 100% that guy, man. Dog, I think about it in like the last stages of Argentina, like Copa del Rey. Bro scored in the final. He won Argentina that final. Let's not even jump around the bush. He won the Copa America final for Argentina. They
Yeah.
played the finalissima. He scored the winning goal again. In the World Cup final, he was instrumental, bro. Like so instrumental. And he was injured. He was injured and he still gave 100%. Dog, I've never seen Neymar do something like that.
That's where Neymar's points go down. Neymar has not done that enough. He hasn't been that clutch enough. I'm trying to think of times Neymar was clutch. It's
Bro,
tough.
there's games I think about, but there's just La Liga games that come to my head. The one against Villarreal, the
Yeah,
one the PSG one against in the Champions League. There's
that
like two or
yeah, that
three
was a
games
big
that come to
one.
my head, but
Yeah,
there's no like final like that. There's like Neymar, he was the man. We needed him. We wouldn't have won it without him.
that's why it really gets complicated. And look, man, the only part I can say is in defense of Neymar is Di Maria had it easier compared to Neymar. He didn't have the bright lights. They were not
True,
on him
true.
since he was 16.
Yeah,
And Neymar handled it a lot. We speaking like this is where it gets really tricky because the clutchness Di Maria wins. But overall, we just have to be like, okay, cool. Between these two, who would have won the Ballon d'Or? If Messi
not true.
and and
Mm-hmm.
and Cristiano not around, you'd say, yo, respect to Di Maria, but Neymar has to win like three Ballon d'Ors. He can go on that run. He was that good. Give him like two Ballon d'Ors, and that's where it gets tricky. That's where I'm like, I think we gotta. I choose Neymar overall because I can't say Di Maria, but then be like, this guy's gonna win the Ballon d'Or more times. Yeah, it gets tricky, man. It
I
gets
think
tricky.
I think it's like in between, dog, because like you say, I'll agree with you on that play. Who's the better player? Who's gonna win a Ballon d'Or? Who could have won a Ballon d'Or? And that's Neymar, dog. Neymar's the better player, dog.
Yeah,
Overall, talent wise, he handled the lights so well. I don't know if Di Maria could do that. It never really happened to him.
yeah. Didn't have that
Um,
pressure.
but like overall career, I'm going to Di Maria, dog. I think Di Maria had a better overall career. And I think Neymar overall has been the better player. So that's my take on it.
That's so tricky, man. I just gotta back Neymar overall. He's not as clutch. To me, I know this might sound funny, but to me, this sounds like a Cristiano and Messi conversation, low key. And it's funny that you siding with Di Maria because I view Di Maria in this situation as Cristiano Ronaldo, most clutchness.
Dog.
I had to bring it. That's how I view Cristiano Ronaldo. That's how my mind goes when it comes to the goal conversation. I'm like, hey, my guy is just more clutch than the other guy. That's how I always tell people and wrap it up. I'm like, you guy, you had to be there. when it comes to clutchness. But I'm not gonna make it a Cristiano thing. It's about Di Maria and Neymar. But yeah, I'm just gonna
But
show
the thing
Neymar
is,
some
again,
real.
like if you want to show Neymar some bail, dog, like Neymar in terms of Brazilian greatness, let's speak Brazilian greatness, dog.
Yeah.
If you're talking of your top three Brazilian players of all time, dog, of
Uh,
all time, right? Does Neymar make your list?
has to.
Neymar makes your list, right?
Top three, he has to. Has to be number. Brrr. It gets tricky. Which number? Number three? Gotta put him. You gotta
Neymar,
put
Neymar's in
Neymar.
your Neymar's in your top three Brazilian players of all time,
You
dog.
gotta put Neymar in number three. The numbers, stats. He didn't win anything. That's where it gets tricky. Ah,
Dog,
yeah.
like what? Is he still going there, dog? Like when you're thinking about it, I know you are hyped up, dog, but when you're sitting back thinking about it, is he top three? I can give him top five. I don't know if he's top three.
He hasn't won enough with Brazil for me to put him top three. I'll put him top five. He can't be top three because yeah, he hasn't won. He hasn't won like the
He
others.
hasn't, dog.
He
And
hasn't
when you
won like
talk
the
about
others.
Argentina, dog, and aside from Messi and Maradona, I don't know who beats Di Maria. I can't give you a player who's gonna beat him.
That is 1,000% true. That is a big, big fact. But you gotta just look at the talent. Okay, Argentina has a huge talent level, but Brazil is just different, man. They have how many World Cups there? Five? Five? It's
Five, dog.
different.
But Pele won three, dog. That was like back in the day, dog.
Pele didn't play the other one. He was in the bench. Don't give me to RIP to the legend, but hey, it's a different situation. Neymar, that's the thing with Neymar. It's clutchness. That's where Di Maria beats. It's big time, big moments. We look into you, and Neymar just has moments where he doesn't grab it.
The thing is, it sounds like I'm siding with Di Maria more, dog. But this is like a very open conversation, bro. And I don't know. Like the thing is, I don't think Neymar would have flopped on any transfer. I don't want to call Di Maria a flop at United. I don't know. I don't want to call him a flop at United.
I'll call him a
But
flop. I'm
like
a United fan. I'm a Di Maria fan. He flopped. He flopped.
he said it. I didn't
He
want to say
flopped.
it, but he said it.
He flopped.
Right?
He flopped.
I didn't want to say it, but he said it. And I don't think Neymar would have flopped on any transfer, dog. I think Neymar would have still stepped up, would have still like done everything. I don't think, and I also think if Neymar flopped, it would have affected him a lot harder than it did Di Maria. I don't think it affected Di Maria's career that he flopped at United.
That's
It
the
didn't.
that's my lenient on Neymar. The pressure is different. It's like you have to be great every single time. And when Neymar does not perform, the whole media is on him. If Di Maria doesn't show up, he didn't have too many moments of him not showing up in big moments.
It's
That's
okay.
also another thing, but it'll be okay. It'll be more lenient. That's why I'm like, the
Yeah,
pressure is just different. The pressure is just different. It's like watching, I don't want to say COVID football. You saw how Pulisic was balling during COVID. No fans. Yo, he's looking like the one. When the fans are around, it's a different story. That's the only part where like Neymar just had to deal for a lot. I think if Neymar had a Di Maria career where people weren't just looking at him, I think he would have flourished
a lot
more.
more.
But then I don't know if he's as clutch though. The clutch gene is different. The clutch gene is just different, man. Di Maria's
It's way
clutch
different.
gene it's not an automatic car. He's on manual and he's got the
Yeah, nah, for
clutch.
sure.
He's
He's
got
got
that
it, man.
clutch.
He's got it. He's
He's
got
got
it.
that clutch, man. He's got it, man. Oh, tough one, man.
It I don't know, dog. I don't want to call it a draw, dog. I think Di Maria wins at certain things and Neymar wins at certain things.
Yeah.
And overall, as a player, obviously I'm going with Neymar, dog. But like if you ask me, like the question you asked in the beginning, whose career would you rather have? I'm going with Di Maria.
Yeah, man. Oh, you just gotta I respect it. Um, which career would I rather have? That's a tough question to pose upon myself. Would I want to be the Brazilian superstar, borderline wonder kid, endorsements, living the life La Villa Loca, Brazil's looking up to me? Or would I want to have those big moments? Argentina's third best player of all time. Real Madrid. I won Messi big trophies. I won Cristiano big trophies. But people don't talk about me that much. Personally, my personality would go for Di Maria, but
Yeah.
my hunger would wanna go for Neymar, man. I'm going with Neymar career wise. I gotta go with Neymar.
So
I just gotta go
the
with
thing is,
Neymar.
like, so overall as a podcast, dog, we kind of in the middle, dog. It sounds like we're
Yeah.
in the middle, dog. Like we don't know which side to take, dog.
Hey, you listening to this right now, you tell us which side would you take. Am I right? Is he
Yeah,
right?
which
Because
side
we
you
in the
taking?
we need someone to split it up. So if you listening to this, you gotta just tell us who's right, who's wrong, or who would you prefer. Let's not even do right and wrong. Who would you prefer? And what are your thoughts about this? You know what I'm saying?